we are going to discuss about the emerging trends in organizational behaviors. We have Dr. Atul Bhargav. Dr. Atul Bhargav is a clinical psychologist. He also did his PhD in management in healthcare. He also did his MBA in healthcare service management. So, I would like to request Dr. Atul Bhargav to give us a brief view on this emerging trend in organizational behavior.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, IGNOU, for giving me this opportunity. Today's topic is emerging trends in organization behavior. The importance of organization behavior is what is the dynamics of your work environment, because it helps in adapting you quickly to change the various things like communications, teamwork and decision making. By changing all these things, you can have a better output. And understanding the behavior of individual is very, very important, because for executing anything, you need to understand the individual behavior, how the person behaves, and according to that you can have. Then as an individual, as a group, you need to understand, and then only you can increase the efficiency and effectiveness. Even the role of culture is very, very important, because according to the role, values and leaderships, we should have a proper understanding of this. A strong organization culture which is aligned with the core values will help, and you get the trust and basically confidence in that. And for when you have all this, you have a better loyalty. Then we have a transformational leadership inspires innovation and drives employee towards the shared goals. When your objective is very clear, when you understand how the organization is going to go, then you have a loyalty and the output is and the efficiency goes up. If you have an overview of emerging trends, the employee empowerment, organizational citizen behavior and organization inclusiveness, there is a diversity management and positive work behavior, which is very important to understand this emerging trends. What is employee empowerment? Employee empowerment refers to granting individuals the autonomy, means you give them sufficient freedom, better atmosphere to work, where they can have a responsibility and to make decisions and according to roles. See, by putting this, you can understand that the employees, they can contribute better, because they are not dependent, they can develop very fast. It involves trusting employees to make initiative and contributes meaningful to the organization success, because once you trust your employees, the output is going to be better, and once they are skilled, naturally it is further better. This approach foster ownership. Unless until you have ownership, I think any of the work which is given to them, that cannot be performed in a proper way. Then during this, innovation ideas can be implemented and a stronger sense of engagement at the work can be established. See, we have examples of Google and Zappos.
Yeah, I think this empowerment is very, very important. So, what are the benefits and the different strategies of the empowerment, particularly in organizational structure?
See, it gives you motivation, because nothing can replace motivation. Then that leads to innovation, because it is not that any employee cannot get an innovative idea. If proper encouragement is given, a proper conducive atmosphere is given, innovation can be acknowledged and can lead into practice also. And if this is done, there is a job satisfaction. If job satisfaction is there, even the person is having slightly less salary as compared to the other places where there is no motivation, there is no innovation, there is no conducive atmosphere, they will stick to the organization where the job satisfaction is there. And that leads to low turnover, because this is the biggest problem in organization, that people leave the organization after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You train them, you give them everything, you make a bonding, and once they are productive, they leave the organization. So, to retain, you need to have all these components. And there are many strategies for empowerment. You delegate them. See, assign a meaningful responsibility, and then keep a track of this, and once trust is there, they can produce as per that. Then transparent communication. So, there should not be ambiguity, because what happens, what you are telling and what they understand and what the outcome will be there. So, this thing should not be there. So, absolutely transparent communication should be there. That builds a trust. So, this will help to set a goal, and decision building can be very apparent with this. Then give them recognition on a whatever the good job they do. The recognition is very important. Even if you see, say, employee of the month, see, just putting a photograph of the person on the notice board, see, it gives a recognition to the person that, see, for 1 week my photograph will be there, and so people come to them, okay, what good thing you have done. So, this gives them a recognition. Training and development, it's a spending resources to develop the skills of the employee is very important, because this will give you a productive work, as well as there will be less wastages, and the time management will be there. So, which can lead to productivity. Further understanding the organizational citizenship behavior, we can say organizational citizen behavior refers to action that go beyond formal job duties. So, means sometimes we feel that this is not the scope of this person's, how he is doing this. Unless until they have ownership, this will not come. So, ownership is given, and their goal is very clear that, okay, we have to, they are motivated in that way, that we have to achieve the organization goal. And these behaviors support the organization environment and improve overall effectiveness, because when it is done by a number of employees, so naturally environment becomes like that, it's a internal competition, means it's a healthy competition, which gives them a way to perform in effective and productive way. Then what are the types you can say? Altruism, conscientiousness, and civic virtue, which involves helping colleagues and with tasks or challenges. So, it's a joint effort, and taking the help of the people wherever you feel that it is required, the results can be achieved with their help. Then indulging this, which includes the diligence, punctuality, and active participation in the organization affair, that is very important, because everything should be time bound, should be achieved within that limit only, with prescribed formats. Then significance of OCBs, enhance team collaboration. So, there is a cohesiveness in the team, there is a open communication, mutual support is there. Wherever the people required each other support, they are ready to provide them, and there is a synergy. So, there 2 plus 2 is not 4, there 2 plus 2 can be 5 also, and promotes a cooperative environment that drives collective success. So, when the effort is in right direction, it is a combined one with a mutual understanding, naturally it will be called as a collective success. There will be improved performance also, encourages proactive efforts and accountability in meeting goals, because when you have a proactive approach and understanding the atmosphere is good, naturally there will be accountability, which is the biggest thing in any organization which is required. It leads to higher productivity and better outcome across the department. So, sometimes we feel that some departments are performing very well, some departments are not doing. The reason is very simple, they do not have cohesiveness, they do not have mutual understanding, and they do not give mutual support to each other. And that is the reason why some departments perform well and some departments are still lagging behind. Then you can say organization resilience is also there. It builds a capacity to adapt to change and recover from setback. So, whatever it's not that everything is going in right direction. So, sometimes there are gaps. We need to understand that, and we should bounce back with this, with success. That can only happen when we have a good atmosphere to work, and where the atmosphere is conducive and mutual support is there. Then strengthens the long term sustainability and workforce stability. As I already said, that sustainability is very important for a organization to survive in a longer term, and stability of the workforce, because turnover is very high nowadays. So many organizations, so many startups are coming, people can be attracted with this. But if you have a atmosphere where there is a mutual support, recognition is there, the chances of having sustainability is more and stability is also more.
Yeah. So, in this context, I think we need to understand the fostering of the organizational citizenship behavior. So, what are your opinion about it?
See, you should have a leadership influence. Unless until that direction is set by the leader, and you should have a good workforce, should listen to you and follow this. leaders set the tone for modeling desired behavior and values, and their support and vision inspire the trust and of course set a direction and engagement. Then psychological safety is very, very important. See, creates an environment where employees feel safe. See, today's atmosphere, people are not very safe, feel safe about their work environment, their job security. So, if you have a psychological safety, this gives you a comfort to work, and the productivity will definitely increase. It encourages risk taking also, idea sharing and open dialogue. When you have a fear of losing job or not doing well, naturally you will not perform. So, once you have a idea that okay, I can take certain amount of risk, I can be innovative, I can be more productive, this idea only comes when you are comfortable with this. Then strong organization culture is very, very important, because it shared values and norms which drive consistent behavior and unity, and it also cultivates a sense of belongingness. So, we have few organizations in India where people join and they leave after retirement only.
Yeah.
So,
Tata is one of them.
Tata is one of them. These are organizations that take care of their employees at all the levels.
So, what are the organizational inclusiveness on this context?
See, valuing differences and ensuring participation is very, very important. So, diversity means recognizing and embracing individual uniqueness, because there are many people who are good at certain part of the job. So, that should be combined, and that uniqueness should be recognized. Then inclusiveness of this ensures everyone has a voice and is actively involved, because if certain employees are given importance and so the rest of the people are not given the due importance, so they will feel that only they are the part of the organization, rest of the people feel that we are just working for the organization without any involvement. So, need to have an atmosphere where all should be actively involved and should be given the due importance. Once again, psychological inclusion matters, because as I said that physically you are there in the organization, but if you are not mentally involved in the organization, naturally the productivity will not come. Beyond physical presence, people must feel respected and heard. It fosters trust and well-being also, and authentic engagement at work, because as I said, physically you are there, but mentally you are not there.
So, there must be many positive impact of this inclusiveness in this organizational behavior.
Yeah, you have a better moral, your creativity can be increased, you have a broader decision making perspective. So, these are the few things which help any organization.
And we also need to promote this inclusive culture in the organizational sector. So, how we can do this?
We can we can include these policies in our SOPs, and there should be unconscious bias training. Once the biasness is there in any of the part of organization, that makes people feel slightly alienated. Yeah, definitely. And leaders should have a commitment, proper commitment.
There are many diversities in the every sector. So, here also, and how particularly this diversity can be understood by this management, and which can be useful for this inclusiveness and betterment of the organization.
See, few types are based on gender, age, their race, their ability. So, everything should be given a proper importance. As per that, it should be done. So, even focusing on embracing differences, like inclusion means valuing and integrating diverse backgrounds and ideas. Everyone having a different background, that should be combined to give a result which should be focused towards one goal. Organizations thrive when differences are respected and leveraged.
So, the benefit of the individual may also bring some kind of solutions for the any organization, and how they can benefit to this organization.
See, innovation is one of them. Then it reflects the global customer care. Then higher financial performance. See, they benefit for better decision making and wider market reach is there. So, that is how I think innovation is one of the biggest factor which is a motive.
Because they are coming from the different cultural background and different problems they already solved in their early part of life. So, I think that is the biggest strength of this any organization. So, what are the this best practice particularly in context of this diversity in the management?
See, like inclusive recruitment is one of them, then employee resource groups can be there, and accountability metrics, which is very important, because you will always listen from the various employees, I did a fantastic work, but it was not measured by anyone. People overlooked, only the people who come with certain ideas, they are only recognized. So, accountability is there, proper metrics are there, so that their efforts can be measured.
So, I think in this context, the positive work behavior is also very, very important. And what is about this positive work behavior?
See, simple engagement is there, resilience should be there, and there is a feeling of optimism. Then gratitude. Gratitude is very, very important. If an organization has done good to you, or any employee or any colleague has done a good thing, gratitude has to be there, because without gratitude, I think the total topic is not complete.
That is basically giving proper recognition. So, how to build this positive work culture in this organization?
There can be a positive reinforcement, time and again you keep on repeating that. Then supportive leadership. As I said, supportive leadership is very, very important. If it continues, the total atmosphere of the organization remains positive one. Then recognition programs can be there, through which those who have done a good thing should be celebrated.
And is there any good case studies for this?
We have example of Adobe. Both the companies are known for prioritizing employees' well-being and inclusion. They invest heavily in leadership, feedback and workplace innovation. They have a strong internal culture and employee engagement. Engage employees with more productive and loyal, aligned with goals. So, once that thing is in right alignment, the productivity is bound to come.
So, in this case, like the challenges is how to integrate these different trend is emerging into this market and retaining its own value of the organizations. As you said, there are many organizations are coming up, many startups are coming up. So, the integrations trend is one of the important aspect on this.
First of all, you should have a sustainable culture, then high performance is there, then holistic development, which is very important. So, which encourages the continuous learning and well-being, and meaningful work is done, and hence the productivity can be achieved.
In a process of conclusions, what are the remarks you would like to make in this aspect?
See, trends like empowerment, inclusion, positive reshape work behaviors, then together they should be fostered with the innovations, engagement and organization excellence. And evolving workplaces like future workplace will be more adaptive, and it should be diverse and employee centered. Further, organization must embrace these trends to stay competitive and resilient.
Thank you, Dr. Atul, for giving us a very brief introductions about the emerging trend in organizational behavior. I hope this discussion is very much useful for you to understand on this topic. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.